Let's start again from the beginning of the third parak. Malbenis hatvua, the rectangles or patches of grain, shebena zeisim, that one plants between their olive trees. Beis Shammai amar Peah mikol achas v'achas. Beis Shammai says we view each one as its own, as a separate field with the trees separating them, and you leave a Peah from each patch. Beis Hillel amar me'achas el hakol. Beis Hillel says no, it's just a way of planting trees interspersed within one larger field, so it's all viewed as one field, and you leave one Peah for the whole thing. Umodim, and they both agree, Shemayu Rashi Shuras Bu'uravin, if the ends of the rows meet together, Shunosin Peah me'achad al hakol, that he gives one Peah for the whole collective area, because then it's definitely considered one field. Okay. Mishna base. Hamenamer es sadeu, one who spots his field. I mean, he leaves a spot here and a spot there. V'shar klochim lachem. He leaves the moist stalks, the ones that haven't fully dried yet and aren't ready to be harvested. So he's left with a little bit here, a little bit there after he harvests the main field. So Rabbi Kiva says we view each spot now as an independent harvest, and he has to leave a Peah from each one. The Chacham and the Chum say they're all one field together. They're just the later crop of the field, and he gives one Peah for the whole remainder. Umaydim Chacham Rabbi Kiva, the Chum agree to Rabbi Kiva, sheves, if he plants dill or mustard, in 3 different places, that then he would give Peah from each one. The difference between something like dill and mustard and other crops is you don't need that much of it, so it's normal to plant a small little patch of it. So each patch is a normal sized field, and therefore the two would be viewed as one. Mishnah Gimel. If he picks the fresher, riper onions that are not going to last, and takes them to sell now in the market, and he leaves in his field the drier ones, L'gayrin, he'll get those later, and he'll store them because they'll last. So then, nosin pei la'elu la'atzman la'elu atzman. Then we view these onions like the Mishnah before about two different species of wheat. That if you harvest them and deal with them separately, you have to give 2 Peahs. So over here, where you're treating the onions as these are the ones that are going to be eaten fresh, these are the ones that are going to be stored, each one would get its Peah. V'chein ba'ufin will be the same thing with chickpeas. If you're going to do, we'll eat fresh, these we're going to store. V'chein b'kerem will be the same thing with your vineyard. If you say, I'm going to pick these grapes, we'll eat these as grapes, and the rest I'm going to save for wine. And hamadil, if someone thins their onion or crop, right? They plant a bunch of seeds. The seeds start growing. The plants are too close together, so you have to pull them out and respace them. So those noisim min hamishor al mashashar. When you give Peah, you ignore the stuff you pulled out. Whatever you left, you'll give Peah on for whatever's left. However, v'hamachlik me'achas yad noisim min hamishor al kol. If you harvest some early and some later, so then you give from what's left on everything. Okay, let's stop here.